What do you mean that's not right? Second Date Update has a very low record of success. Many times we determine that these matches are definitely not meant to be.
Okay, you're not wrong, but there is that off chance that it works out, and you never know. I always go into them with an open mind.
To contradict myself, a couple, or at least one of the couple going in thinks there's hope, right? But if we determine there's no hope, that's success.
Right. Rejection is just redirection.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's get into
I mean, it still stings, but yeah.
I always wonder when listening to these, would I rather be Sissany or me?
Why?
Well, meaning, would I rather be married forever and not having to deal with any of this stuff, or me in real life?
That, like, it could happen to you.
Yeah.
I
mean, unmarried, been through dating. You know what I'm saying, Tanya? Like, you ever wonder when you're listening, do you want to be dealing with this stuff or not dealing with this stuff forever?
I think you want to be married and then hearing about it.
Well, no, that's not necessarily true.
Because if you are dating, you can learn some things from this. So it could be, an education.
And like, you are where you are. You don't want to be somebody else. Envy is not a good place to be. Just enjoy where you're at in life.
I again, I'm going to profess my imperfections, but I have envy, I have jealousy, I have anxiety, I have it all.
Yeah.
You've got all the pieces in the pie. Some of my slices are missing every week.
Well, everybody has slices missing, but like, think about how exciting it is. Like, you don't know, like Sisney, I mean, it's a great place to be also. She knows she's going to be with Michael for the rest of her life. There's something so beautiful and lovely, and like doing life with somebody is such a beautiful thing. But then look at you, like the possibilities are endless. You could still end up with somebody that's like so amazing and your best partner you've ever met. And like, oh my gosh, how beautiful that could be. You think you're happy now, but imagine how much happier you could be.
Not to be cynical, but the Second Date Update has nothing to do with all that. So, dear Ryan and Sissany, I saw her at CVS and remembered her because we had a class together at CSUN. She remembered me too, and we had an amazing first date. But I must have done something because things already seemed off when we said goodnight, and now she's not responding to my text. So let's get this. This is from Brian. All right, so Brian, I'm just trying to put all the pieces together. You ran into her at CVS. You hadn't seen her in years. And then how did you ask her out from that point?
Well, I remembered her, right? Because I remember that we had class at CSUN, and asked if she wanted to go get some drinks.
Okay, and then you, at least from what I'm reading in your email, you say it was the best first date of your life then?
Yeah, we had a really great time.
But she then is acting how? Because clearly she doesn't convey that you had the great time mutually, right?
Oh yeah, she's not something's off. Like she's not responding to my text. So
why did you think it was the greatest first date of your life? What made you feel that? Was it a vibe? Was it an intangible? What was it?
No, yeah, it was definitely a vibe. Like we had a great time. Like we were out. It was really social. Right, like it was like everybody around us was like really in a really great mood, and I was in a great mood. She was in a great mood. It was just like a really fun time. You know how when you just click with somebody and it's like the whole world conspires to make it like a really great date? It's like everything happened on time, and it was like everybody around us. It seemed like it was like supporting our good time. I don't know. It just felt like more like a party where it's like social,
right on. All right. Hold 1 second. Let's see. We're going to try and get her. We have her phone number. I've been in both situations before. Out on a first date, and I think they're totally not vibing at all. And turns out they do want to go out again. Like, I just didn't read it. And then I've also been in situations where I thought it was going great, and then they decided they liked someone else better. You know what I mean? They're like, yeah, well, I've kind of seen someone else, and I'm going to stick with them.
That's the problem with dating. You never know what headspace everyone is at. I'm curious what he meant by everyone around us. What did he say? Cheering him on? No,
it was like everything was going perfectly. It was almost like the world was conspiring to make it a great first date.
But he said he was getting support from everyone around him. I was just very confused.
Hey, Brian, Question: who was supporting you? You said you're getting support from everybody around you. What was that about?
Oh yeah, no, I just felt like everybody at the bar was just really cool, you know. Just everybody that I said hi to that night was just like all about like conversation and having a good time, and I don't know, it was just like a really really chill vibe there, right? Like everybody was.
Okay. All right, hold on one second. I think he's saying the atmosphere there was inviting. All right, we're in the middle of a second date update. Let me just bring you up to speed, and then I'll pop on Brian, who can listen in when we talk to Celia, who's on the line. So he says that he went to school with Celia. They ran into each other 3 years later. He remembered her from CSUN and said, hey, want to go out? They go out. They have what he thinks is a great first date at a place where everybody's having a good time. The vibe was just welcoming and inviting and fun. And he goes home. This is the thing. He goes home thinking, I just gave good first date.
Right.
I just crushed my give on first date. Mm-hmm. And he goes to sleep and he texts her the next day or two and she just doesn't respond. So he said, wait a minute, how could I be so wrong? I thought I was on my game. And then she's just not responding. So Brian, we have her on the line. Be very quiet. I'm going to let you listen in. We're going to try and find out what went wrong, okay?
Yeah, cool. Thanks.
All right, here we go. Celia, thank you for agreeing to come on the air with us. How are you doing this morning?
I'm okay. How are you?
We're doing fine. So we're just going to jump into it. You went out on a date with a former schoolmate of yours from college named Brian recently. Is that right?
Yeah, I remember Brian. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys went out, and how did it go? What was it like to go out on that date with him? How was it?
Well, it was great for him. I was kind of bored, but, whatever. They can't all be winners.
So what was off for you when you say you were kind of bored? What bored you?
Well, okay. So Brian is a nice guy. We went to the Thirsty Merchant, and he was chatting it up with everyone around us.
Right.
We even joined like a few other couples, and we started playing Uno together. It was just a lot of people we didn't know. And Brian's the type of person that loves making friends with everyone. So he just started talking to everyone, and he just didn't talk to me.
Oh,
and
so he was not. He was having a good time hosting a bunch of people, but not focused on your attention.
Exactly. He hardly talked to me, and I'm like, we are on, a date together. So why are you talking to all these other people? I mean, I think that if you asked him, he would remember more about the other people that we played Uno with rather than anything I told him.
Well, so were these strangers, Celia?
Yeah. I mean, we didn't know them, but he started talking to them like they were best buds, and he's just that type of social person, but it just made me feel kind of left out.
Got it. And therefore, you decided not interested.
Yeah, it wasn't for me. I didn't feel respected at all.
Let me ask Brian that question. Brian is on the line, Celia, listening to this. So, Brian, would you say she's accurate in describing how the night went?
I don't want to call her insane. That's a little crazy, though. Yeah, I mean, I feel like
it's not good.
I paid a ton of attention to her.
Well, she's on the line. You guys are together now. I think Celia is saying you didn't pay attention to me. You cared more about everybody else, and I'm not into that. Is that right, Celia?
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly right. It was just really odd. I mean, I thought we were going to get to know each other better and just spend time together, but, Brian was just doing his own thing and talking to everyone else.
Oh, I mean, I feel like we were doing everything together. Like, we were talking to everybody together. I mean, I had a blast that night. I thought you were amazing, right? Like, you were super cool, super hot. I feel like I remember, a lot about that night. I don't really know what you're talking about, but I would love to see you again if you want to go out.
Okay, so how about this? What's my roommate's name?
Oh, no.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I mean, you guys, you said you guys dated the same guy in high school or something, right? See?
Yeah, but what's her name?
This is not good.
But why does it matter what her name is?
Well, I told him all about her.
Yeah, no, I remember. It's like, Annie. Sorry. I mean,
No.
I remember you guys dated the same guy. Like, that was the important detail, right?
Oh my God! I showed you a picture of us together, and you don't remember? Okay, wait. What about the baby of the couple that we played Uno with? Do you remember the baby's name?
Yeah, Deacon, right? He was cute.
Right. Right.
Where's
So
this
I'm
pin in Uno for a second. When we come back, I want to talk about Uno out.
Where's
All
Uno?
right. So Brian, Celia, I don't know. I feel like Brian maybe just didn't deliver it right, but wasn't trying to intentionally blow you off. And he seems like a nice guy. I don't know. Do you have any interest, or should we just let it go?
No, I'm out. I mean, I would like to be with someone that's focused on me, and that's not the case here.
Oh, no.
All right. Well, Brian, thank you for agreeing to come on with us. And Celia, thank you for agreeing to come on with us. And there you have it. So
Good luck.
I think this is a success. We now know no more wasted energy and effort, right? Thanks, guys, and good luck. So I do want to, we can come back, but I love Uno. I didn't know you played Uno out at places.
I didn't know that was a thing too. I know this place has like cornhole and other types of, fun games like that, but I didn't know you just sit down and play
You can
Uno.
do anything out. We brought stack of cards out to bars and restaurants. Just played our games.
Is it not a good idea when you're trying to say I was into you to say you were super cool and super hot? Feels like, even though I know he's trying to compliment, that gave me a cringe.
That gave me, I got the ick.
Like, you want to be told you're hot, but you don't want to be told you're hot. You know?
Well, especially when it's already like in an argument type of setting. They're already not great.
Yeah.
The pop quiz was bad.
That was rough. He's
Also-
trying, but I felt bad for him. He's put on the spot. He's trying to remember the key point, wouldn't it?
I didn't
in the drama.
Understand why she cared about the roommates. Like, why don't you talk about yourself then? Like,
No, I
if
think she was
so
trying to
worried
prove the
about
point that
it.
he wasn't listening.
Paying attention, yeah.
Yeah, but what about some things about her? It was all about her roommate.
I don't feel like I dislike Brian as much as I could have.
I think that's fair, accurate. Yeah,
I don't hate him.
I know.
It's
but
like
I
the
like
guy- I feel like the
going
guy-
in.
I feel like the guy's doing the best he can do, and so he was being a nice guy to a bunch of people. I might be the same.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I get caught up in conversations with people out, and I try to include everybody.
I know someone like him that he reminded me of someone I know, and I was just like, you know what? I love that guy.
I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not on my bad Santa list.
Because he's you.
Brian is not Ryan. Brian is not
he
me.
is. So you. Anytime we go anywhere, you're like talking to the waiter, talking to the person at the front.
But what's
like,
bad about that?
No, nothing.
You and I are not on a date.
Right. I don't think there's anything bad.
And even on a date, I talk to the server. I talk to everybody.
Yeah.
I talk to people. And I try and make sure everyone's in on the conversation, too.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm trained for that.
But
That's
on
what
a
I feel
first
like we do all
date,
the
it's
time.
not great.
No,
On the
you're
first
right.
date, you want to be honed
Then
in.
he chose the wrong environment for the first date. You want to choose a first date where you can sit across from each other, low table, dimly
Or next
lit,
to each other.
candle.
Yeah.
No, I never sit next to somebody on a first date. I have to look at them. I have to see eyes.
I sat next to Michael for the first part of the first date next to him, only because there was a Laker game on, and so we both watched
All right,
it.
well, that is a loophole, but I have to look. I have to read the eyes to know how it's going. I can't twerk the whole time.
Yeah, and sometimes I feel like my boyfriend listens to this show a lot because I was trying to sit next to him at dinner the other night, and he was like, it's hard because it hurts my neck to like look, when I'm
That's what
talking.
I've been saying for years.
I know. And
Nobody
I was like,
wants to sit next to you. They want to sit across from you. Robbie, if you're listening under a pseudo name, I know who you are.